God, it's been a while since I've done this. Hey folks, welcome back to the New Motorcycle Garage. Has been a while since we've recorded some content. Biggest reason for that, I've kind of suffering a nasty virus, effects of a nasty virus, which left me, with not much capacity to do anything extracurricular fun out in the garage here. Biggest changes, which we'll go into in some other videos, but have been working through the garage as I get the opportunity and the energy levels to do certain bits and pieces. So I've had a big rearrangement, ready for really getting back into projects. However, purpose of today is to build a welding trolley. Welding trolley is something that I think would be a really useful upgrade for the garage. Let's go have a little look at what we've got at the moment and show you why we need that. Okay, so currently I have this welding table that I built a while ago, and you can see one welder's on the ground, the other one's tucked away here, gas bottles are here, the whole thing's an absolute shit heap. All of the stuff dripping up over my feet, just trying to get things sorted. So the plan would be to, I wonder if this will work. The plan will be to get this all sorted into one nice little welding cart. So I've drawn up some plans for it, pretty basic, taking the dimensions of the gas bottles, and so the plan will be pretty basic little welding cart. I've ordered some nice quiet wheels to go on it as well. So just been to the steel merchants this morning, Grampian Steel, to get some heavy duty box section. Reason I chuckle, I panicked when she asked me what I wanted. I was going to build it out of some 50mm, which I have left over, but it's just all rusted and I just can't be bothered. I'd rather just cut it and start welding. Can't be asked with any of that prep. So went to the steel place and got some 40mm box section steel, and she's like, 2mm or 3mm wall thickness, what do you want? And naturally panicked and erred on the side of, let's build this thing so it weighs an absolute ton. So I've got 40mm by 3mm box section steel. So that's currently in the back of the car. I had to cut that up because it was in 7.5 meter length, so I had to cut that up and shove that in the Cayenne there. So I need to just get all that taken out, and then I've got a plan to cut up lots of various parts of metal, and then I'm going to use this as an excuse to actually put the MIG welder, which I bought a while ago for a few different projects, put that into use and see how it really gets on welding some thicker steel. Now I have done bits and pieces on that since I have got it, but it'll be good to try and use that properly. And just a sec. My friend has very kindly given me a shot of some Fireball squares. I don't know if anyone watches the Fireball Tools channel on YouTube. So these are the squares he's designed, which are really, they're made with fabrication in mind. So there's certain bits we can go on to when we use these squares. My friend bought them a while ago, got them imported from the States, and has given me a loan of them to try and see how we get on with them. So looking forward to giving them a try, and hopefully everything stays nice and square. So plan for the video today, set up a metal montage, get some time-lapse footage of just me unloading the car, getting stuff cut, getting set up, and then weld the thing together, and we'll just stop at various points, go through my design. Now I've not got the design. I was going to put the design on CAD so I can show it easily, but you can see here in this really crudely drawn sketch, it is just an area for the MIG welder on the bottom, TIG welder on the top, or the other way around. I'm not decided yet. It doesn't really matter, there's enough room for them. A handle, 4 wheels obviously, space at the back for the two gas bottles. I'll get a chain to hold them in nice and tight, but it should be so that they're easy to pick them up and change them as is necessary. And then also we've got various areas, hooks, handles and everything for hanging stuff off. So I may get this powder coated, a nice orange colour to go with the with the wheels. Other thing I need to do is cut some steel plate for the base of each of the metal sections. I've got some 1 inch, sorry not 1 inch, I've got some 1.5mm or 2mm steel that I bought a while ago for another project. So I'll need to get all that cut up as well, nice and square, and I'll probably have to prep that because it's a little bit dirty. I got some rust in it, so get all that done as well, and then just assemble the thing. So yeah, should be a nice little project to get back into the swing of things in the garage. Stick around and we'll touch base later on. Sex offender glasses time. Alright, it's the next day and it's currently -7 degrees Celsius outside, which means it's probably just a little bit warmer than that in here, which means I'm freezing my little pecker off trying to get this thing welded together. But we're going to get the welder set up. We've got the clamps I was speaking about, the Fireball tool clamps, so these are pretty nifty. Got the first one in the jig. I think it looks alright, but I'm going to get it all set up in the welding table instead and get that nice and accurate before I put a few tacks in place. So probably put a few chamfers on the bits of metal just to get a little V, just to get some welding there. And my welder came with a sheet as well for the appropriate settings because it's 3mm thick. It probably needs a wee bit of amps to get in there, so I've managed to download the data sheet for the welder to make sure that I get the right amount of power and weld in the joints. Not that this thing needs to be super strong, but it'd be nice to obviously just do it right in the first place. So get it prepped properly, get it nice and clean before I actually go and commit to welding it and see how we get on there. So we'll move through around the other side. I'll go and clean all that shithole up a little bit, get myself a nice working area. I think the size of this is quite nice in that it will fit on my welding bench. It's not going to be too big because otherwise I would have just tried to do everything on the floor, but it'll be nice to sit and work at a normal height, a comfortable height. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, a few days have passed, just work and stuff getting in the way, but we're back out here. Thankfully it's 8 or 9 degrees. now today, which is a damn sight better than Saturday, which was -8 degrees and pretty damn cold in here. So what we are doing is, we got some MIG gas, thank you girlfriend. So we're gonna get the MIG welder hooked up, and I'm gonna weld all the uprights on here, so to link the bottom and the top, so it'll be a good chance to play a bit with the MIG welder. Need to cut a few more bits, so hopefully, see how quickly the MIG welding goes and how much energy I have, because I'm pretty tired tonight, but get all those bits put in place. Oh, fuck's sake, I've dropped this. And then cut some more bits of steel for the uprights, and then also the wheels. The wheels need to be fitted to the fit to the bottom. So, but what I'm thinking is, I'll take this profile and cut some steel to this size and weld the steel to some smaller bits, sections of steel. I keep saying steel a lot. It will make sense in the video. There'll be a lot of chopping and a lot of changing maybe, but I've got some steel over in the corner in there, so I need to dig that out. Starting back to the gym this weekend, I'm in agony, so I'll see how much energy I have for getting that out, but we'll at least go and get the MIG welder fired up, get that new gas bottle linked in, and continue the welding. So roll another Le montage. Alright, that took a little bit of time to get them cut with the plate steel, but as you can see from the time lapse, it was just setting up a straight edge. Got a little weird shelf thing. Setting up the straight edge and then going for it. So I've also at the same time cut the plates for mounting the wheels, so they need to be drilled out on the little drill press I've got around the other side. But what I'm going to do is just get this welded in first. I think I'll probably MIG it. I've got enough space. I was going to TIG it, but I think it's either, I think it's maybe 1.6 mil thick steel. So I'll probably just have to turn down the MIG settings a little bit. But I'll make that in place and get all that sorted, get the wheel bits, the plates done, and then I'll just need to set up the bandsaw again just to cut some little offsets for the wheels, so they have little standoff bits that then the wheels can go on the bottom. And then once that's done, I'll flip it over and I'll fill it with the welders and see what it looks like as a kind of first pass. I would then think I'd like to, this bigger bottle is quite a bit bigger, so get both bottles into the welding trolley. Hopefully it's nice and balanced, it should be okay, and then I'll see what kind of, it's because it's upside down at the moment, but see what kind of loop I need to put on the bottom, and I'll cut that, weld that all up, and weld that onto here, and then that should be the majority of the welding done, bar any little bits like maybe I've got some steel rod here, so and I've also got a tubing rod bender. Woohoo! So if I could maybe bend some nice handles or something onto this, as well as some bits just to store other bits and bobs. I've said bits a lot. Anyway, more time lapse, and then we'll follow up once we've done a little bit more assembly and start putting the thing together. So. Folks, I have some useful info, unlike the rest of this video, but my bandsaw's been getting the shit kicked out of it, cutting this 3mm thick box section. So I was looking at replacement blades. Usually I go to Bandsaw World, I can't remember, there's a few tough saws, there's blades, there's a few different places, and I would never normally advocate going to Amazon for anything, but the other night I had a bandsaw blade that cost £16 in my basket and £6.50 for delivery. That wasn't even next day, so paying a third for delivery for a small item just didn't sit well with me until my girlfriend said, "Oh, you don't get it on Amazon." And funnily enough, you can get it on Amazon, and it was free delivery because I have Prime. So I bought the exact same blade, some Starrett 14 tooth per inch blade for this saw, and I clicked buy at 10 o'clock at night, and it was hand delivered at 9:30 the next morning, and it was far cheaper. So never would normally, don't really like doing that. I like supporting businesses. I can't support when there's that much of a benefit and an upside for something like bandsaw blades, so worth. Okay, I'm aware it's a bit of a train wreck with all the hoses and cables, so I just need to think of something to get that sorted, but that's decent. I'm not sure whether I want the meg on the top or the bottom. We'll figure that one out. It's done for now, till I get a handle put on it. Yay! Welding cart. Right, so we will pick up another wee episode, make the final little touches of this, and then we're back on to bike stuff. Well, I'll need to clean this shithole out, but now that I've got a nice area for this to go in, this can just go straight in here. It can all just get tidied up a little bit and we can just go good few months just looking at bike stuff, hopefully, so fingers crossed. So if you stuck around so long to see the end of the video, thank you very much. You've got more patience than I have. I shall catch up with you on the next video. Take it easy, folks. Bye bye.